record this. Let me do one thing. All right. So again, my name is Leslie Thomas Mitchell, and I want to welcome you all tonight to our Monday night Let's Talk Credit and Money. So like I was saying, I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm married. I have 2 children, one daughter who's in college, one who's in the 10th grade. I worked in the corporate world for probably about, let me just mute all the lines. I worked in the corporate world for probably about 18 years, did very well in the corporate arena, climbed the ladder, was in training and development, but all that changed in like 2013, basically. Let me just try to mute everyone because I still hear some background noise. Okay, so everyone should be muted out now. So basically, I just tell you a little bit, how I got introduced into this program and what the services has been able to do for me. Like I said, I worked in the corporate world, did very well in the corporate arena, climbed the corporate ladder, had about a 780 credit score most of my adult life because both of my parents worked in the financial industry. So I understood the importance of having great credit. Right? My father taught me to pay my bills on time. He taught me to save money. He taught me not to spend more than what that I had, all those things. But what my father did not teach me was what to do when life happens to you, right? Because everyone on this call can agree that life happens at some point to each and every one of us. It may be that, you lost a loved one, or maybe you've gotten sick, or maybe, you lost your job, or you had, or your salary was decreased. All things happen in life. You maybe have gotten a divorce. So things happen in life that causes us to make decisions that impact our credit. So in 2013, I was doing very well, like I said, working in the corporate world. But how many people know, that your jobs in the corporate world is not always promised to you, right? So here I am doing very well. And in 2013, I was displaced from the company I was working with at the time, where they basically say, hey, Leslie, we need to see you in HR. And they say, well, your job is no longer needed. And basically, guys, I want you to understand that it happened to me actually 3 times in the exact same year. And the 3rd time that it happened to me, I actually was out on medical leave. I was recuperating from a surgery and really didn't know if I was going to have a job after I recuperated. And so I'm a woman of faith. I pray and I'm like, God, listen, I never want to find myself in a situation where I allow other people to dictate my income. I never want to have this feeling. So I stepped out on faith. I took my skill set, what I learned in the corporate world, which is what you're going to learn how you can take a skill set and you turn that into your own business. I took my skill set and I started my own training and development consulting business. But listen, when I started my business, I wasn't making money right away, right? I wasn't making money right away. And so my 780 credit score, guys, listen, it dropped to a 564. A poor 564. Why? Because I had to pay some stuff late, my mortgage, my car, my credit cards, all those things, because I wasn't making income right away. And so fast forward, when my business started doing very well and I started making, money in my own business, my credit was still at an issue, right? So my father, he taught me what to do to maintain great credit, to have great credit, but he didn't teach me what to do when life happened to me. And so I went to use my credit, had money in the bank, and they were like, you're denied. Right? You're denied because you have a 564 credit score. We can't give you, a loan. And I'm like, wow, what am I going to do? Because I just didn't know what to do. And so I thank God for this young lady, a good friend of mine. She called me up. She's like, hey, listen, sis, I found a company that can restore our credit, that they can start working on your credit. Come out, hear the information. And listen, I'm going to be very transparent to you guys. Listen, I didn't go out the first time that she invited me. So for those of you who are on this Zoom tonight and somebody invited you for the first time and you got on this call tonight, then kudos to you. Give yourself, a round of applause for jumping on, because it took her 3 times calling me. I always tell people I thank God for her that she didn't not get up on me, because she could have been like, listen, I'm not calling her again. But she knew I needed to get my credit restored. And so really quickly, guys, I did not hesitate because I understood I had nothing to lose but my less than perfect credit. So I signed up for the program. In just 45 days, my score jumped up 65 points. I had 5 negative items on my credit. 2 of those items came off within the first 45 days. So I was a believer of the services. I saw my credit score go from 564 back up now to over a 786 credit score using this program and services. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about a program and a system, a system that's going to help you get your credit back on track. Because we all can agree, when your credit is in a situation, your life is in a situation. When you have less than perfect credit, it's like you are in bondage. You can't live where you want to live. You can't drive the car you want to drive. You maybe can't go on vacation. You maybe can't have the job that you want to have because employers pull credit checks. So now you have an out. Now you have a program that can help you get your life back together when it comes to your credit. So that's a little bit about me and how I got started in this program. And we're going to jump right into the information because I want to make sure you guys get this information. And I want you to understand tonight, as I'm going through this information, you need to ask yourself 2 simple questions, right? 2 simple questions. Does this information add value to my life, right? Would it add value to my life? And do I need to take action? Do I need to do something, right? Does this information make sense? And does it add value to my life? If you can say yes to those 2 questions at the end of this, then you are already on your way to having excellent credit. You just need to take action after that. So let's go ahead and move right into the presentation. So our name of our company is United Credit Education Services, and we're going to talk about our protection plan membership. But really quickly, I want to, let you guys see some interesting things. What happens when we're talking about credit? Your credit score goes from 300 to 850. And oftentimes, a lot of people don't even know what their credit score is. It says that the national average is actually 700. But really, guys, there are about 63 million people that have a 599 credit score or lower. 63 million people that have a 599 credit score or lower. A quarter of the people don't even know what their credit score is, right? Don't even have a clue what their credit score is. I don't even know how a credit score is determined. Don't really know how they get that number. But guess what? We're going to educate you tonight on that. 10% of Americans are credit invisible, meaning that they don't even have credit. They don't even understand what credit is, nor do they even have a scoring system in the credit profile. So why is that? Why are all these things happening? And it's really because there is a lack of financial education. I want you to think back when you were going to school, no one taught us about credit, right? You didn't learn about your credit score. You didn't learn how to manage money. You didn't learn how to get yourself out of debt. None of those things were taught in school. We kind of just learned by watching our parents or by trial and error. So tonight with our company, we're going to teach you those financial principles that you needed a long time ago when it came to your credit and your finances. So this is a little bit about our company. We have been in business for 15 years. We are a nonprofit organization helping thousands of people get their life back on track when it comes to their credit. Our service has been able to successfully remove over 1 million negative items from people's credit reports, way over 300,000 public records, that information that does not have to be on a person's credit. And see this, we are A-rated, which is so key. We are A-rated company with the Better Business Bureau. And that's so key because when you're talking about credit is a very heavily regulated industry. So to have an A rating, it just speaks volumes and adds credibility to what we do as an organization. So I want to welcome you guys to our protection plan membership. And we're going to talk about a membership that really protects your family, your credit, your finances, and your lifestyle. So when you sign up in our credit repair program, which I'm going to go over, you're going to get a suite of services. You're going to get a suite of services. We're not just going to help you with your credit, but we're going to help you get your finances in order, which is so key. I'm going to talk about each one of those services. So the first thing you're going to receive in our program is credit restoration, right? So our company basically, we leverage the law. We leverage what's called the Fair Credit Reporting Act to assist you in communicating with the credit agencies to get negative items off of your credit, right? Because I want you to understand that Fair Credit Reporting Act says that there's no law that says anything has to be reported on your credit. That's not a law. That's just a policy and the procedures of the credit agencies. So we leverage that Fair Credit Reporting Act, which helps us to be able to get those negative items deleted from a client's credit so you can restore your score. So really quickly, this is how your score is calculated, okay? So that 300 to 850 is based on 5 factors pretty much, right? So 35%, the largest percent of your credit score, 35%, is going to be based on your payment history, okay? And so payment history is going to be anything on your credit score, on your credit. So meaning your car payment, your mortgage, credit cards, student loans, payment history. So you got to make sure you're paying your bills on time or before time. And then 30% is, the other 30% is based on the amount of money you owe on credit card, your utilization rate. So you always want to make sure that whatever your credit card is, that your utilization rate is not more than 30% of that limit. So let's say, for example, you have a $1,000 limit on a credit card. You should not have a balance more than $300. Anything over that, your score is going this way, right? Anything less than that, your score is going up. So you want to make sure you keep those credit card balances below 30% of the limit, all right? Now, 15% is based on the length of your credit history. So how long have you had credit, right? Which is why it's very key and important. If you have credit cards and you pay them down to zero, you never want to close out your credit cards. Trust me, I did this a long time ago and it hurt my credit score years ago. I didn't know any better. I thought I was doing a good thing, getting myself out of debt, paying off stuff. When I closed out my credit cards, my score took a hit. So you don't want to close those cards out. Another 10% is based on the new credit, okay? New credit is going to be any credit that you have acquired within the past 18 to 24 months, right? So anything that you've been able to acquire, if you got a new car, if you got a new credit card, if you purchased a new home, those are going to be considered new credit. And then the last 10% is going to be based on the types of credit that you have. And we all have two types of credit. We have revolving and we have term. So revolving is going to be like, your credit card. Okay, a revolving payment. And then you have term. Term is going to be like a mortgage payment. It's going to be like a car payment, student loan. You know exactly how many months you have to pay something off. So this is why when you look at this pie chart, the largest two percentages in your credit score are things in your direct control. How much you pay, how well you pay, and how much you spend, right? So here's what you need to know, really. This is what you need to know. That credit reporting agencies are not government entities. A lot of times we think that they're owned by the government. If you thought they were owned by the government, you can put it in the chat that you thought they were owned by the government. I couldn't have not been the only one. Why? Because they call themselves credit bureaus. But really they are just privately held companies in the business of selling your information. So they have no legal authority at all. Every credit agency, they work independently. So there's the big three that we know about: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And then there's several other credit agencies that you guys aren't even aware about. But we all know about the big three. And then, your creditors, they don't necessarily have to report to all three credit agencies, which is why generally your credit reports always look different. There may be two things on one on another, there may be one on each one, because what happens for a creditor to report, they have to pay. So they're only going to report when you do something negative. Okay. And then the last thing is that you have the legal right to review and dispute any item on your credit report. It doesn't matter. So you don't have to wait 7 to 10 years to have something to fall off your credit. That's not a law. You don't have to wait 7 to 10 years. That's not a law. That's just the policy and the procedures of the credit agency. Just like your employer would have policies and procedures, so do they. So the good news I want you guys to get excited about is that you can restore your score, right? And I told you earlier about this Fair Credit Reporting Act that we leverage. And the great thing about this act is that this same act that requires something to be removed is going to be the same act that hinders it, that prohibits it from ever being placed on your credit. So the great thing about it is once we get something removed, leveraging this law, it can never be legally placed back on your credit. So in our program, you're not going to be 1 month it's off your credit, the next month it's back on your credit. It's going to be off of your credit. Those items I had deleted from my credit almost 4 years ago are still off of my credit. So these are just some of the things that we have been successful in challenging and getting deleted from our clients' credit. So if you have any of these things, I want you to drop them in the chat. Don't be ashamed, because we all have situations when it comes to your credit. I had late payments. I had a charge off. You may have foreclosure. You may have bankruptcy. Medical bills. All of those things, someone keeps muting us. All of those things from your credit, leveraging our program and leveraging this law. Right? And so the great thing about our company is that I want you guys to see this is that we are very transparent. When you enroll in our program, you are going to get your own client portal. where you're going to be able to log in 24/7 and have access to your credit. As you can see here, you can see your credit score. You can see where what makes up your credit, because we want to educate you and make sure that you don't repeat those same mistakes. And then, guys, we have a customer service department who's available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to help you understand your credit, which is so key and huge. So not only are we going to help you, repair your credit and rebuild your credit and restore your credit, but we also have some additional products that we're going to give to you while you're in our program. So you're going to get a budgeting tool. You can put yourself on a budget. A lot of us don't like to hear the word budget, so I'm going to call it a spending plan, where you can make sure that you're spending your money appropriately to the things that make sense to you. Right? You have Credit Builder. I love Credit Builder because Credit Builder is going to teach you and show you the best way to build your credit while our company is working on the negative items. You're going to get access to a credit attorney. Who would love to have a credit attorney at the tap of their fingers, right? You're going to get a credit attorney who can assist you when it comes to collections. Because what you have to understand is that you don't owe a collection company any money because you never made the debt out with them. So why are you paying them? You don't know any better because you don't know the law. So this is what our credit attorneys are here for. You're going to get credit monitoring. How many people on this webinar? There's 44 people. So how many of you have ever gone on Credit Karma? If you've gone on Credit Karma, just drop in the chat really quickly that you've been on Credit Karma. Everybody goes to Credit Karma. Why? Because it's free to see their credit score. But I want you guys to understand tonight that Credit Karma is not your true credit score. It's more of a consumer advantage score. So in our program, you're going to get to see your true TransUnion FICO score, which is a scoring model that lending institutions, mortgage brokers, credit card companies, rental, leasing companies, that's someone is going to give you credit. And then we have a debt payoff system. So instead of you going to a debt consolidation company, which actually hurts your credit, you can go right into this program. It's going to teach you how to get yourself out of debt. A financial lockbox, which is huge. It's like a virtual safety deposit box where you can put all of your important financial information in. God forbid something happens to you, right? Identity monitoring. We know identity theft is the #1 crime in this country. How many of you have gone on and requested, your refund, from Experian for the big identity thing they just had a couple of years ago, right? Over 125 million people's information could have been compromised from the credit agency itself because they were hacked, right? So identity theft is real and it's rampant. And so in our program, you're going to be covered through InfoArmor on one of the leading identity theft companies in the nation. And then understanding your net worth, understanding how much you really are worth, your asset versus your liabilities. Not only that, you're going to get a savings goal, a will, and a trust. This, guys, right here is one of the key things that we all need to make sure we have. We all just seen recently so many celebrities not having that will and trust. We saw Nipsey Hussle, we saw Aretha Franklin, we saw Prince, we saw Tupac. Like all of these people not having a will and a trust, which is so needed today. It's so needed. God forbid something happens to you. You want to make sure that your loved ones know, your wishes. You want to make sure that your assets and things are protected. So being able to have that will and trust is going to be key. You're going to get a Youth Financial Literacy Foundation program because we want to make sure that our next generation does not repeat our mistakes. So you can put your kids into this interactive program, and it's going to teach them about money. It's going to teach them about credit because they're not getting that. They're not getting taught that in school. So you're probably saying, well, how much does all that cost, Leslie? Well, listen, for our protection plan membership, it is a one-time fee of $99, and then your first payment of $89. So to get started in our program, it's simply $188. Okay, and then it's $89 per month after that. So for those of you who may be saying, well, Leslie, how long do I need to be on the program? When am I going to start receiving results? So let me tell you really quickly how this is going to work. When you enroll in our company, in our program, our legal team will do a complete analysis of all 3 of your credit profiles with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And then we're going to go after everything negative on your credit. It doesn't matter if you have 2 negative items or if you have 100. Everything is going to get disputed at the exact same time with all 3 credit agencies at the exact same time. So what does that do for you? It puts you in a position where you're going to start to receive results in our program within 45 to 90 days of being in the program. Listen, that's huge, right? We do aggressive disputing because we understand you may be trying to use your credit, fairly quickly. On top of that, our average client is in the program for about 4 to 6 months. It kind of just depends on their credit. So for that $89 per month, there is no contract, there are no hidden fees. You can cancel the program at any time. You can cancel at any time. We recommend that you be on the program for about 4 to 6 months. So I want you to understand, for $89 per month, you are going to be able to get your credit restored. You're going to learn how to build your credit. You have access to a credit attorney on hand. You're going to be able to monitor your credit. You're going to have identity monitoring. You can do a will and a trust. If you go to any attorney, that's going to cost you well over $2,000 just to get that done. So you're going to be able to do all of those things while you're getting your credit restored. So we're talking about as little as $2.90 per day. As little as $2.90 per day. Now, we all can agree on this call that we spend $2.90 on foolishness. If you're buying your favorite coffee, if you're buying a Coca-Cola, whatever it is, we throw that out the window. But when we see something about our credit, we're like, $89, I really don't have it. But I want you guys to understand tonight that you cannot afford not to be in this program if you have a 750 or less credit score. You need to be in this program. Why? Because you're spending more money for things when it comes to your credit. So really quickly, it's $188 to get started in the program. That includes a $99 enrollment fee and your first month payment of $89. And so it's $188 to get started, and then $89 per month after that. What I am going to do, because you heard my story, but I want to bring someone onto the line, and I want you to hear from her what the program has been able to do for her. So Ms. Kenyatta Jones, Watkins Jones, if you can unmute yourself and you can go ahead and give us your testimony, I would greatly appreciate it.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me, Miss Leslie?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on tonight. I always get excited just listening to your testimony and just listening to all of this wonderful information that you have presented on this webinar tonight. So thank you for that. Thank you for just educating us. Really quickly, as Leslie stated earlier, my name is Kenyatta Watkins Jones. My husband and I have been on the program. We first got started, to be honest, my score was a 430, y'all. Yes, a 430, right? And Leslie reached out to my husband. I was still apprehensive. I'm like, no, it's a scam. They can't do it. Well, it took Leslie probably like 3 to 4 times before I actually said, yes, let's go ahead. Let me be obedient, because my husband was already on board, because he's like, our credit sucks. What are we going to do? So guess what? I hopped on board, and from July to December, our credit score went from a 430 to a 600. And then we added the wonderful product of Credit My Rent, which they'll mention later. And it went from 600 to 700. And then it went from 700 to 715. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? Do y'all understand really the power of credit, right? Because at first we couldn't get approved for nothing. Now things are coming in the mail. I'm like shredding them. We don't need them, because guess what? We had a goal in mind, which was to buy a home, and we are now home ready. Okay, we can go out and get the home that we want, our dream home. So guys, get on the program. Don't wait like I did the 3 and 4 times. Get on it now. Thank you, Miss Leslie, for having me. I can't wait to hear the next of the part of the webinar. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Kenyatta, for that powerful, powerful testimony. And guys, listen, she was so skeptical. She asked me 1,000 questions. But, just hear where she's going to now. Now her and her husband, they are buyer ready to purchase their first home all through this program. But that wouldn't have happened if she wouldn't have taken action, right? If she wouldn't have taken action. So really quickly, for those of you who are on this call, we're going to switch gears really quickly, and we're going to talk about, how you can earn income, how you can do this as a business, because we do have a business model that's tied to this program. So for those of you who are on here to hear about our credit program, you definitely want to get back with the person who invited you on this webinar and let them know today that you are ready to get started. And for those of you who want to remain on, we're going to now move into our business portion, and you can learn how you can do this as a business and earn extra income in this opportunity. So what I'm going to do very quickly, I'm going to get out of your way, and I'm going to introduce to you someone who I have the utmost respect for. She is the young lady who, thought enough for me to invite me to invite me out and call me and did not give up on me. She called me, guys, 3 times. Invite me out to hear this information. And also, I always tell God, I am so thankful that she did not give up on me, because like I said before, she could have said, I'm not calling her again, right? She could have said, I'm not calling her again, but she did not do that. She thought enough of me to continue to call me and get me out to see this information. So it changed my life. She is one of my great good, like my sister. She has a heart of gold. She is a woman of God. She loves helping people. She knows 100% about how to make the money and how to maximize the money in our business. She is a trailblazer. She is the person who actually got this thing started in the South Florida market. She is what we call a senior vice president in our company. And so those of you may be saying, well, what exactly does that mean? Well, just listen. It means that her team is doing over $1 million in business. In this business. And guys, listen, I'm not talking about every year. I'm not talking about every 6 months. I'm not talking about every quarter. I'm talking about 30. Her and her team are producing well over $1 million in business. So she knows the money. She knows how to build this business. And so what we want to do, I want to bring her on. She is in our R&R club. You're going to hear about that. She is a selfless leader. She's a servant leader. She loves helping people. So she's going to give you guys the nuts and bolts. If you are serious about changing your finances, leveling up in your finances, leveling up in your life, and you want to make sure you sit up, you take notes. And because what I want to do is bring on my good friend, Senior Vice President, Ms. Lakeisha Marion. Are you on the webinar?
Yes, I am, Leslie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you again, and kudos back to you for such an amazing job on tonight. I tell you, every time I hear this information, I remember where I was back in 2008, 2009 with my jacked up credit. So thank you again for sharing such great information on not only how to restore our credit, but how to maintain our credit. That's what I love about our company. But I do want to say, each and every one that is on the line tonight, I just want to share with you my story, my background before I joined this amazing company, Financial Education Service. My background is I am a real estate agent. I've been in real estate and I've been investing since 2005. And I can tell you, when the market crashed back in 2008 and 2009, I actually had 7 investment properties that I gave back to the bank that did not leave me with 1 foreclosure, but left me with 7 foreclosures, you guys. So one of the reasons why I joined our company is because I had 7 foreclosures. Not only that, but I was someone that was working a dead-end job. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was someone that knew that I wanted more in life, you guys. And I got introduced to an industry called network marketing back in 2009. Let me just share with you. 82% of women in the United States are now 6-figure earners, meaning they're making $100K a year because of a home-based industry like network marketing. So what am I saying on tonight? I'm definitely telling you to keep your options open. Even if you have a job, that's your plan A, but what is your plan B? So let me share with you guys what happened. Jacked up credit. Think about that. 7 foreclosures. I had a 487 credit score, you guys. My credit was shot. Within that year, I went from a 487 to a 751 credit score, you guys. I got my buying power back. And I was someone that when I was actually in real estate and doing very well for myself, making 6 figures, I can tell you back in 2013, I was not making 6 figures. So I was praying for an opportunity back in 2013. And because of our company, Financial Education Services, you guys, I have been able to position myself where I went from having 7 foreclosures to now a 7-figure earner with our company. Yes, you guys heard it clear, a 7-figure earner. I actually was able to save my home that I was living in. It was actually my primary residence that was actually in foreclosure too, because you guys know when your income start acting funny, you can't pay your bill. So that was me. Also, my car insurance went down. I was paying $300 because I had less than perfect credit, but because of actually restoring my credit, my car insurance is $150 now on one of my cards. Not only that, but you guys, I was able to save my home that I was losing, and I was actually able to now live in my dream beach condo because of this company. And for the first time, I was actually able, 2 vehicles I got in the last couple of years. I got an Audi, you guys will hear about, a 2018 Audi that the company gives me a $1,500 car allowance every single month. No money down, sign and drive. And about 3 or 4 months ago, I went to the Bentley dealership and I was actually able to sign and drive on my dream truck, a 2019 Bentley Bentayga. But enough about me, because guess what? One thing about success is how many people do you help. I have been able to mentor and coach individuals that partner with me that are now making 6 and 7 figures and been able to fire the corporate America. So enough about me, you guys. Let's talk about our business opportunity. How many people are saying, Lakeisha, I'm in 2019, I'm ready to just change my financial situation. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck and really not living life on my own terms. So I'm going to show with you tonight the marketing arm that we have, where we actually now can actually partner with you as one of our referral agents. So we're going to go ahead. Today, what you're going to learn about FES, how can I help people improve their financial situation? What do I need to actually start and grow a business? Okay, so you're going to be able to now start a home-based business where you can work part-time, full-time, anywhere from your cell phone, from your living room, from the comfort of your couch. Who are we? Like Leslie said, we were founded back in 2004. Our headquarters are in Farmington Hill, Michigan. We have a consistent, strong annual sales growth. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We're actually debt-free. We practice what we preach. And we have the same key executives since the company was incepted back in 2004, you guys. Also, I'm going to kind of just go through the slides. I'm not going to actually drag this here presentation out long. I'm going to get directly right into the business, okay? You can run your own business using our FES marketing tool to create, okay, and sell your own business. You can supplement your income or take this on as a full-time role. You can also be able now to take and keep control of your finances while helping others in all 50 states. As an FES agent, once you join our company, there is a small investment to actually start your own home-based business, $288 to get started. Every referral agent that joins our company is $89 a month because you're going to join with the protection plan membership. So every referral agent that partners with us on tonight, you're going to come in with benefits attached to your agency. So you're going to get credit repair, the will and trust, the smart credit. We're going to give you one more additional service, which is called life insurance. Everyone will qualify for life insurance. We're going to give you up to $100K, no medical exam. You're going to also get your own personal website that gives you personal and self-development training. You're going to be able to track your sales. Also, we have agent and customer support Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Also, we have professional marketing material in your back office. Also, you can qualify, get excited, to get direct deposit weekly pay. I don't know about you guys, but I love getting weekly pay every Thursday. You're going to be able to qualify for commissions, residuals, and bonuses, and even more. And I'll talk about some of the ways that you can also earn weekly income. Also, you can now be able to get life insurance and the opportunity to be able to help others. So it is a small investment of $288 to get started. It's $89 a month for our protection plan membership. And I'm going to talk to you of how you could actually get your services actually for free, your $89. I don't know about you, but I love free. So I want to jump directly into, let's just talk about our youth financial literacy. I want to talk about some of the other services that we offer to our clients. One of the services that we offer, a lot of times when our clients and when our agents partner with us, they don't have, like a card note is being reported to their credit. Maybe a credit card because they can't qualify because they have less than perfect credit. But with FES, we have actually, guess what? With us, we have services now that we can help our agents and our customers now be able to build positive credit on the back end. We have something called Credit My Rent. How many of you rent on the line right now? You've been renting for a year or two on time, probably spending $1,500 or $2,000 every single month on rent. We know that when you pay a mortgage every month, okay, this is just my real estate, profession talking now. When we pay a mortgage every month, that's being reported to your credit every single month. But when you pay your rent, it's not being reported. But we have a program that we're now able to take your on-time rent that you've been paying for the last year or two on time, and we're able to put that on your credit as a positive trade line. Think about me as a real estate agent. I have a lot of my clients that partner with me to go ahead and add credit my rent. A lot of their scores increase by 60 to 80 points. We have another additional service that we offer, which is called our secure credit card. It is not dictated on your credit score, but it's simply dictated on how much money you put, your deposit, where you can actually put anywhere from $200 all the way up to $3,000. I always say, you buy gas and food every month, why not buy it with your secure credit card, pay it off, and have it reported every single month as a positive trade line? So I'm going to tell you, I recommend that if you're on the line tonight and you don't have a car note, a mortgage, a credit card, something that you're paying, a student loan that you're paying every month, and it's being reported on your credit, I recommend that you go ahead and you add something, that's going to be reported every single month. How do we get paid? We get paid 8 different ways. Get excited. We get paid weekly. Get excited. But one of the ways that we earn income is called our direct commission. So simply, when Leslie spoke about every time you go out, which are going to be most likely your credit repair clients, once they enroll with the protection plan membership, they're going to invest $188. We're going to give you a direct commission of $100. So simply what this says is when you go out and you strive for 5, meaning that you enroll 5 protection plan memberships, you're going to now earn $500. And also get excited. Remember, your $89 for your protection plan membership, that fee is actually going to be waived. So now you're going to be able now to protect your identity, your credit, get your life insurance, all of that's absolutely going to be free, okay? Also, you're going to earn $500. You're going to get your return on your investment because you invested $288, and you're going to also make a profit. Think about that. 3 things just happened for you. You earned $500, you got your service for free, and you made a profit. That is amazing, okay? We also give you another stream of income that is called residual income. How many of you have residual bills that come with no invitation? We all do. Your light bill, your phone bill, your car note. I always say, when you build a portfolio, always have residual income on your portfolio, meaning that you can make money in your sleep. Think about this for a minute. If you work a job and you want to run out all your sick time, you're not going to make money. When that sick time is actually ran out, you're not going to get paid. But when you start your own FES franchise, every protection plan membership that you directly enroll, when they invest the $89 every month, the agents that you enroll because they're on the protection plan membership, and your customers, we're going to give you a $12 direct residual income. So think about this. Once you enroll 20 protection plan memberships, that's $240 every single month coming into your household. Can that help with your light bill? Remember that residual light bill that comes in? Can that help with some grocery? What about when you get 50 protection plan memberships, investing that $89 every single month? How many of you could actually use additional $600 coming into your house? Your residual income, you guys, on autopilot. Now, wait a minute. What if it took you a year or a year and a half to enroll 500 protection plan memberships? I'm going to pause right there, because 500 protection plan memberships within your business, that's $6,000 residual income on autopilot coming into your household every single month. How many of you could actually tell your job goodbye or fire them having $6,000 coming into your household every single month? Amazing, amazing. Another way that we earn income, it is called the customer acquisition bonus. I call it the mean green money machine. Because guess what? We don't only pay you when you simply enroll a protection plan membership, your credit repair clients, but now we're going to also give you another commission when you start building a team of agents. How many of you would like to connect with realtors, mortgage brokers, car dealerships, hairstylists, single moms, your friends that love making money? Think about that. You could actually partner with them. So now when you start enrolling agents within your business, we're going to give you a third way of pay. This pay simply says that when you enroll a new agent and you help that agent go out within their first 70 days of joining a business, help them go out and enroll 2 protection plan customers, okay, you're going to receive a customer acquisition bonus. It pays out anywhere from $100 right entry level $160. And you're probably saying, well, how do I get paid more once you get promoted? So just say if you get started tonight, you go out and you enroll me as an agent. I enroll my 2 customers. We just gave you a customer acquisition bonus of $100. By you enrolling me, is it okay to say that I also earned $200? So it's fair to say that you made 100 and I made 200. It's a win-win situation for both of us. Then we show you with our first promotion in the company. Once you go out, which is a field trainer, and you go out and you enroll an agent, help that agent enroll 2 customers, now you're going to get a $60 raise. So now you're going to pick up $160 because now you got promoted within the company. And you're probably saying, well, how did I get promoted? All you have to do is strive for 5, enroll 2 agents and 3 customers. Now you receive a $60 commission raise. Then our second title is a title and $40. You guys see how when you get a promotion, it starts at 100, but it continues to go up. And I love to say at our sales director position, which I call the money position, once you enroll an agent at this promotion here, help that agent go out and enroll 2 customers, you're going to pick up $380. I'm going to pause right quick. Imagine if you were to go out and enroll 10 agents, okay? Help them all go out and enroll 2 customers, right? Think about this right here. That's $3,800. I'm going to just sit right there for a minute. How many of you guys can see yourself doing this here on a part-time basis, not changing anything that you're doing? You guys heard from Leslie, one of our vice presidents, doing $100,000 in business every 30 days. In order for Leslie to become a vice president, she had to help some people in her team get promoted. She picks up $500 on the customer acquisition bonus. This is amazing, you guys. Not only do you get paid by who you personally enroll, but when your agents enroll agents, you're going to also receive an override. Is this amazing? Now you see why I call it the green mean money machine. This is why. So we're going to just go ahead and move along. I'm going to wrap it up. I don't want to hold you guys that long, but we pay out another way called the monthly affinity bonus. This right here is a pay where you, as one of our top leaders, when you become a sales director, because you and your team are, just actually putting in volume, you're enrolling agents, you're enrolling customers. We show you at a sales director position, you guys, where now you could actually if you're doing 10,000 in volume, you could get a bonus check every second week of the month for $50. You guys heard from Leslie. She's the vice president. They're doing 100,000, her and her team in business every single month. She receives a check every second week of the month for $1,500. I myself, as you look on the chart, I am a senior vice president. We have to do a minimum of $1 million. Think about that. Every second week, I get a bonus check with the affinity bonus of $22,500, you guys. So you guys see how FES just keep paying us over and over and over and over again. This is why I will always have my own home-based business. And I built the company since 2014. Another way we actually give you guys bonuses. How many of you been on your job for 5 years, 10 years? I promise you they don't actually give you a car allowance. But when you start your own business with FES, we have something called the R&R Club. The R&R Club has different levels to the R&R Club. It's going to set you up for rest, relax, and retire. How many of you need a 5-year retirement plan? How many of you tired of working? You ready to retire and you're ready to relax? I know I've been at the company for 5 years. I'm definitely ready to retire, you guys, okay? So it just shows you we have different levels here. How do you qualify? By you and your team, I said it again, bringing in protection plan memberships. What's happening with your residual income for your retirement? Is it going up? Yes. So you have level 1, where we give you a car allowance, level 1 through level 3, anywhere starting at $600 to $1,500 every single month. You can go out and get an Audi, a Cadillac, or a Mercedes. I myself receive $1,500 every single month. I drive a 2018 A7 Audi that the company pays for every single month. We also give out bonus checks, where we give out bonus checks anywhere from $10,000, a one-time bonus check when you hit level 3. You have level 4, where they give you a $25,000 bonus check. Now, y'all got to get excited. On level 5, they give you a one-time $50,000 bonus check, and they upgrade you to a Bentley car payment. Level 6, I love it, you guys. They give you up to $5K a month on your monthly house mortgage payment. I'm going to just pause right here. If you look at the R&R Club, it's some of the biggest bills that we pay every month that's going to be taken care that will be taken care of in the R&R report. Here, you got your car note, your mortgage, you getting those bonus checks, and last but not least, we do have retirement for you, you guys. It is amazing. I love the R&R Club, you guys. We all have to strive to actually get here to get those car notes paid for. And then we want to go ahead and wrap it up now, talk about some of the training, because I feel like a well-trained, you can skip Leslie, a well-trained agent is a well-earned agent, you guys. We have our FES training and support system, where we're having a training, if you're in South Florida, on this Saturday with our top leaders. We have our training platform that teach you how to go out and sell more protection plans. Who want to know how to go out and sell more protection plans? We also teach you how to have the right mindset, how to build a nationwide organization, how to maximize the compensation plan, how to have the right mindset, how to build long-term residual income. So with our training platform, keep in mind, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, you guys. And keep in mind, as a referral agent, you are not restoring anyone's credit, okay? We have a system, a team at corporate that pulls the credit, that does everything. All you're doing is simply referring the clients and the agents and getting paid every week when you refer them. Okay, just a quick recap. What is your level of interest? I want to just ask this right here on tonight. How many of you are ready right now for 2019? You saying to yourself tonight, I cannot go out of 2019, living life the same way that I did this whole year. I'm going into 2020, something has to change. My bank account, my zip code where I'm living, I can't go out and do what I want to do. I can't travel. I can't do things with my kids. Well, guess what? That all starts with you. You have to make a decision on tonight to say that, you know what? I am ready to take action on tonight. So if that's you, it's not too late. You still have a couple months to position yourself in 2019. And you got to ask yourself, how many people are dependent on you if you don't make a decision on tonight to level up your bank account and your finances? If you do nothing, nothing's going to change. So a quick recap on tonight. Become an agent and a customer. Invest $288. It's $89 a month for all your protection plan services. Once you enroll 5 protection plan memberships, your $89 fee is actually waived. Or become an agent, or become a customer for $188. It's $89 a month. No contract involved at all. Okay? If you have any questions, get back with the person that invited you to this webinar on tonight. But I definitely want to tell you guys on tonight, make a decision on tonight and make a conscious decision on tonight, because a person thought enough of you to invite you on this webinar. You guys heard my story. I didn't even tell you guys that in 2014, I was so broke. I did not even have $286 to actually get started. I went out, I borrowed $286, I got started. My life literally changed. Here we go, talking about 5 years now, living life on my own terms, having excellent credit, 7 foreclosures to now a 7-figure earner. There's not a want, there's not a care. But I thank God that I saw the vision. I thank God that I took a leap of faith. So ask yourself on tonight, are you looking to be in the same position in 2019? We share the information with you. So it's on you what you're going to do with the information on tonight. All I want to say is thank you again. Welcome to FES. And guess what? We're going to see all of you at the bank. Get with the person that invited you, and you want to get started tonight. Don't wait a month. Don't wait 2 months. But go ahead and take action on tonight. Thank you guys again for joining. God bless you. And we'll actually be sending these calls out where you guys can actually send more people to the webinar to get this information. Thank you again for joining.